and welcome back to Chef Maxwell's Kitchen. We're here at Virginia Culinary Institute in Norfolk, Virginia, where the next generation of great Virginia chefs is going to be graduating soon. We've got wonderful Virginia food here. We've got tomatoes, green peppers, onions. We're going to be making a great dish. We're going to start out by making grits. It's one of my favorite foods. All right. And we're going to get the butter melted down in here. Then we're going to take some garlic. We're going to add the garlic in here. And stir this around. All right, we get that stirred around in there. Now we're going to add some stock. We're going to add chicken stock to this. All right, a couple of cups of chicken stock. All right. And our grits. I'm going to stir these in. And I make grits kind of like I make risotto. All right. I'm going to continue to simmer these for a while. All right. And add more stock and stir as I need them. So I'm going to move this up to here. Get it kind of out of my way so it cooks while I use the other ingredients to make shrimp etouffee. Now, etouffee means smothered. Right? So we're going to add some oil to this pan. All right? And let the oil get hot. We're going to add the garlic. All right? And let that start to simmer. So we've got the garlic starting in here. Right? And we're going to add onions. And we're going to add green peppers. Right? And we're going to add some celery. I think I got it mixed in here with this. All right. Salt and pepper. Right. Salt. Right. Now we're going to add our tomatoes. And stir that around a bit. Now we want these to simmer for just a couple of minutes. So you might see a little break as we wander off. Now that these tomatoes have had a chance to simmer a bit, I'm going to add some flour to make a roux. A roux is roughly equal weights of fat and flour, any kind of fat, most kinds of flour, and it'll help thicken our sauce here. This is called a blonde roux, which is very light. If we were making a gumbo, we'd cook it for a long time. It'd be very dark, almost like coffee, and that's called a Cajun roux. And there are a bunch of different gradations in between. So it's very important food in cooking. All right, now we're going to add some stock. This is a fish stock. You use shrimp stock or crayfish stock or any kind you want. It's great that you can get these things in the store now. I'll stir this around. You see how it's starting to thicken up as a sauce? That's the roux working. Add some Worcestershire sauce. And some hot sauce. Just a little bit of hot sauce. All right, stir that around. And this will have to simmer. This will simmer for about 10 minutes. And we'll be ready to take the next step. Before we do that, I'm going to add a couple of sprigs of fresh thyme. Just put them in there. I want to leave them whole so I can pull them out. All right, well, we've got our etouffee almost finished here, and our grits are pretty well cooked. I'm going to add these green onions and some chopped parsley, Cajun seasoning in here, and stir that up. It's just about ready now for the shrimp. Now, I'm going to use already cooked shrimp, but the classical recipe calls for raw shrimp that are then cooked. I'm going to just take some shrimp that I bought that are already cooked and add them in there. That way you can always be sure your shrimp are cooked exactly right. You don't have to worry about overcooking or undercooking them. All right, I'll stir that around and just let that get hot all the way through. All right, and we're ready to finish up our grits. And we're going to take a little bit of cream and add that in there. Heavy cream. All right. And some cheese, Parmesan cheese. Stir that around. And I'm going to start with some grits. See if I can do this without burning myself. Make a nice little batch of grits down here. A little bit more grits here. All right. We're going to sprinkle some parsley over it. And there we've got shrimp etouffee on stone ground Virginia grits. Couldn't ask for any better than that. Remember, here at Chef Maxwell's, we always play with our food, but it's better if the food is safe, fresh, and locally grown. For more delicious recipes using Virginia-grown fruits and vegetables, contact Lisa Lloyd at the Virginia Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services at 102 Governor Street, Richmond, Virginia, 23219.
Chef Maxwell's recipes are listed on the Virginia Farm Bureau website at saveourfood.org.